I've never seen anything like this. So that means we're all starting sort of from scratch, which is what I want. Now, I want you to imagine for about the next 10 or 15 minutes, and I know this is a big jump for you, but I want you to imagine this. You are no longer a student, so congratulations. You graduated, and you're not only not a student anymore, you're a teacher. And not only are you a teacher, you're an astronomy teacher. So that's a big jump for almost everybody in here, okay? If you were an astronomy teacher, and this is in your book that you assign to your students, and you want to test them on how well they learned this, what you have to do is what teachers do every day, which is to look at all the information and turn it into questions, create a test. If you can learn to do that just as well as a teacher, it's going to be a big advantage to you when you study. So that's what I want to show you now. At the very top of this page, you see a table or a chart with 4 planets and different spacecrafts that we sent quite a few years ago to kind of fly by those and take pictures and explore them. Then, under where it says Jupiter's outer layers, you have all these facts, all these details. So, first thing I want to show you about this is that in my experience working with students, the 2 easiest kind of questions for a student to learn how to make for themselves quickly are these. Fill in the blank and true, false. You can make up a multiple choice question, you can make up an essay question, but those take a little bit longer. And so I want to show you these, even if your questions in your classes are not fill in or true, false. Again, it doesn't matter, you still learn the material. So I want to show you a couple of examples of this and ask you to help me with this. If you take a look at the very first sentence on the page, right under Jupiter's outer layers, I want to read this to you, and then I want to ask you something. Okay, it says the first close-up look at Jupiter was provided by pioneers 10 and 11 in December 1973 and December 1974, respectively. Okay, so that's just one sentence. Okay, put your teacher hat on for a second. If you wanted to create a fill-in-the-blank statement where one word is taken out and a blank is put in its place, from that sentence, what you would have to do, which is pretty simple, is look back at the sentence we just read and ask yourself this. What word is very important in that sentence? And so there isn't just one. There are several possibilities, but what's an important word in there? Provided. Jupiter. Provided might be. What else? First. What else? Yeah, that could be. Dates could be, etc. So if you made up and wrote down a fill-in-the-blank statement about this, one example of it would be this. Pioneers 10 and 11 provided the first close-up look at blank. And then you're done. Do you have a question? Or the first close-up look at Jupiter was provided by blank 10 and 11. Or other possibilities as well. So to create a fill-in question, you don't have to think of a question, like pull it out of the air. You just take what's there and write it again and leave a word out and put a blank in its place. That's about as easy as it gets, okay? I want to show you one other example of this, and then I'll show you this, and then I'm going to put you to work on something for a couple minutes. If you look at the middle paragraph over on this side, I want you to look at the first sentence of that paragraph. The first 3 words you can kind of ignore where it says as previously mentioned, so you don't need to worry about that. But